running too slow. Ah, yeah. The old man told he don't have no will in his bones. Ah! I'll leave these here for when, like, if I ever died an early sad death, which I wouldn't die, but if I ever died, then there's like these videos on YouTube. But I know when like data and storage shit gets whatever, YouTube is gonna turn out these videos of like if you have videos online and um you don't say if that channel has been inactive for more than say like a year with no one signing in, they're going to be deleting the videos because of storage issues or whatever the fuck. You can always make up bullshit. I remember. Okay, now let's the fucking brain rot. It's ridiculous. If we go to yesterday's 16:59, um, let's see. We know that that is at 145. So wait, what? I for fuck's sake, can this thing move? Oh, it's here. Okay, never mind. So this is where it closed yesterday. Cool. At 20,067. So when it comes to the opening range gap that we're about to have, this is less than 120 points. So I'm going to be looking for NASDAQ. If there's any initial run higher, I would want to fade it because number one, the 8 o'clock hourly candle has these relative equal lows, and then there's still this buy side above here. Mind you, I think on this NASDAQ CFD contract, we are looking for NASDAQ to go to. So I actually just changed screens because TradingView was it was lagging so much. So I figured, well, fuck it. Um, so know that like previous days, settlement price is lower, which is fair. But then we're clearly just running this, pre-market buy side, which is absolutely phenomenal. And that would also here on the 1 hour, as we can see, got these nice relative equal lows there. So if my daily price can make a 5-minute busy higher, then I can use that inversion to look for my shorts. That would be quite nice. See how like these levels, it just don't translate all too well whenever it comes to using XM. It's mainly just like the web trader app, but I found that even MT5, it's like no one wants to make the perfect trading platform. Just want to mark out these fucking lows quickly. Nasdaq 1 hour. This low. What the fuck happened here now? This low is 20,043.73. So it's 20,000. 20,043.3. Other is see. So now notice the bullish breaker here on the 1 minute. Now I would want to see how is price going to treat this here. Again, I don't know why this is always around, but see, and then you zoom in, and then it absolutely just moves off of. Spread on Nasdaq isn't $2. We're seeing about in 1.90, but expect about 3 points even with slippage, which is fine because if you're looking for like a 70-point move, it's fine. I remember when I was still looking for like 10, 20-point moves, and you're just like that 3 points of spread just eats into it too much. Oh yes. first sip I'm taking of this tea, and it's perfect temperature. I don't know why I always drank tea with sugar. Well, I know why, because I mean it was probably like a bit nicer and all, but yeah. Again, so it looks like wherever I move, this breaker is just gonna. So mind you, so previous day settlement price is quite lower. Um, yes, you also have these inversions, but still, you just want to see what the first 5 minutes do. So when it comes to then taking the previous day settlement price, because if you look at the 9:30 open, the the opening range gap for the day on the Nasdaq CFT is 76 points. And if I just share this tab here quickly, one will see that if you put this tool into it, you know, these 8 hour relative equal lows lie almost in the middle of almost exactly in the middle of the zero point 0.5 and the upper quadrant of the opening range gap. So yeah, for the sake of watching price action, I'm going to watch it on this tab, but I'm actually going to change to the deriv account because it just has the smoother got the smoother price action. And currently I don't have any money in this XM account here. So if this can just keep pushing higher for the sake of it, right? You see here how how clearing this buy side here would be, pretty damn fucking perfect here. Um, go back to the breaker that I called out here. Price respected that level wonderfully. Um, so all is good in that sense. Why not take longs? Because the opening range gap is, I would say, bearish. Prices are expected to at least go a bit lower. But obviously, there's this nice liquidity target. Yeah, I mean, I'll show you now. The Okay, so I'm going to share this tab instead here. Right. So yeah, so this is the deriv broker. We'll close Nasdaq because it's just too much. Too much, my friend. Too much. Not good. Not nice. Let's see what the 5 minute is doing. The 5 minute is about to create a fair value gap with the next um, within the next 4 minutes. So it's just to wait until then. But like, I just think it's very nice buy side. It would be wonderful to run into the sell side down here. Mm. All right. So now we just got to play the waiting game. So I'm just gonna say what's on my mind since I'm at home. My roommate has gone on a trip with his family. Um, um, pipe gets clogged so easily, but apparently people do sell pipe cleaners. Um, so yeah, so what was on my mind was I'll show gold just now again. MD24 Ultra. If trading is still around when my kids are born, I wonder if the model will still work. Staring into a camera and speaking is extremely weird, but I guess it's good that I get used to it now because normally when I'm speaking, I'm looking at myself, but now I'm just staring either at that green dot or you know slightly to the or from my end, the left of the green dot, but from the green dot's end to the right of the green dot. Um, so right, 5 minute gap could be made soon. Obviously, as well, like when it made this inversion here, kind of expected to. I mean, if it failed to close past the high of the SIBI, then one could have initially expected the lows to be taken. As well, if I took this, can I not take a Fibonacci? Is this whole thing frozen? Jeez, that's annoying as hell. If I took this, mm, this wick, for fuck's sake, drew it from there, and I moved it just about there. Took off the back. What does labels do? Oh, labels is that. But I don't know because I have a 78. Okay, and you take off the 24, the 38. You don't need all this other shit. Put the fucking labels on the right. You might not even need them. Once you also extend this to the fucking right. I don't want to see price. Yeah, okay, it's fine. So from about this point here, okay, fair enough. Now we don't need a 0.24, but we need a 0.25. I want to now see. You see how we close past this 50, but we struggle. We struggle to close past it. And then when you get the 5 minute right here, you see that gap. Note how the 1 minute is about to close past it here. Okay, maybe it might not do it. Mind you, we're still within this big, so we can even change this to 75 and remove that just to avoid all confusion and that and that. So when you get a big wick level like that, it usually means that the lower time frame has closed past this 5 minute, but we're using the 1 minute for the sake of it because it's a 5 minute PD array, and that's what the testing we've done. So in my books, this is still not a sell model, not just yet. Well, like, look, I've had, I think, a very positive week, especially towards the end. My only mistake was not closing certain trades and just allowing them to run. Um, so, I'm like 12 What a dog. If this closed out of this fair value gap, it would be a very weak close just because of the size of the top wick. I wouldn't consider it. So another thing to also do when you've got this now type to use another fib is from this low to that high. For fuck's sake, no. Because if we wanted to be selling off, we'd have to use this. No background, right? No price. This is such an annoying thing to do every single time. So now you're like, damn, the 5 minute PDA rate that I've got to be selling from, if I were to do so here, I would need to be doing it from above the 50. So yes, this close here on the 1 minute could mean that you'll see this low of the 5 minute get run. But the only trade which would be possible is if this candlestick can trade past the consequent encroachment of this gap. Um, but if this low gets taken, all right. Any shorts now using this fair value gap without having price trade above it, then below it again, are all invalid now. So now we go back to the 5 minute as there's a new close waiting for us. So now we're trading into this 5 minute imbalance. So really making this inversion, and also note the wick here. We're still looking at that. But again, we've got that bearish opening range gap miles down. But let's see. So for this range, I'll remove the fair value gap. I feel like there's still a line or some shit that's showing. So yes, why not go short here? Again, I require a deeper pullback for an improved risk to reward. Because if I got short there, I'm shorting at 163 or say about like 164. My stops have got to be 183, so that's 19 points. And then the market only moved down to 144, 63 or 64 to 44. I mean, that's literally a one-to-one trade. Again, it's just the profits versus, sorry, the potential profits versus the potential risk just make no sense. So another trade that could be formulating now is that if we create a fair value gap here in the form of a SIBI and then we get a 1 minute close above it and then a trade down lower, that would be, quite decent. However, we have made a bearish breaker here and a bearish change in the state of delivery. Um, so, you know, sells could be in order, but with the, again, with that buy side, right there, you just don't want to rush things and, you know, be trigger happy and screw myself. So a low risk trade, just for the sake of it, would be once price gets above this consequent encroachment. So I'd say 172. So allow for spread at about 171. You sell short there, and you're looking for that. So that's what 57 points, and then a risk of say 20 points. Then that makes more sense. But you can't be risking. You can't like risk that much drawdown just to get that tiny move. I mean, yeah, fine if you do scalping and you're catching those with a good win rate, cool. But I'm not catching these quick scalps at a good win rate, so no point in taking them. Notice reclaimed bullish breaker here, and the first presented fair value gap after 930 is actually this candle here, which was probably why we. Okay, fair enough. I forgot about the first presented fair value gap. It's my bad. It was. Now this thing wants to load until Kingdom Come out. It was that gap there, and let's all right, and then we have that right there, which is good. Oh, my eyes are getting so tired of laptop screens. This, so the blue shaded rectangle is a first presented fair value gap. So it makes sense why then this close and this pullback as well as into this SIBI, you got quite a nice sell off, but I didn't see it because that would have been a very good shorting point with a stop at the high end of the SIBI plus spread, then for that low, but because then that's that 329, or if you're looking at it from New York time, that's the 929 pre-market low, as well as this unfold fair value gaps here. So then I saw this large wick here as like a weak close, whereas instead it was just priced really like taking back up into a premium array one more time. And then this close here, just more like confirmed, like, okay, cool. Market wants to trade lower for now, but yeah, I forgot about the first presented fair value gap. Well, just an hour and 10 minutes left. If we look at the 5 minute, it did end up making a SIBI here. So what we'll do is we'll just use this one here. Perfect. Sure. With how slow it is now, we'll probably be looking at the silver bullet at 10 o'clock to see. Oh, fuck. Hey, look at it, just push lower. So what we could also see is Nasdaq for now might want to maybe dig a bit more into that opening range gap. Okay, let me use open trading view for the sake of this explanation here. In an ICT video that I watched today, Michael again stresses the fact of when you get to 930 You should look back to 7 o'clock and look for those relative equal highs and lows. I'ma get that shit all night long. I'm like OJ. So you've got to say from 9 o'clock, you look back all the way to 7:30, and then you just look for the highs and lows, and then once you found the highs and lows, just target them. See how this is. Let me. Sometimes it's also just because of this fucking charger. Then it starts bugging. So you see here how I had this 8 a.m. hourly low marked out, and then as well as uh, you know from 7, you do have this sell side way down here, which, like we said, in regards to the opening range gap, it's like this is the previous day's settlement price. This one right here, we can go back. Ah, for fuck's sake. Let's go back here. Thursday, 16:59. Go to see there that close. So we can, just forgot to name it earlier. I fuck off, man. PD settle. So we get that. Fantastic. Then move to today. This is the 9:30 opening price. So here we've got the 9:30 opening, and then so you can see that then this sell-off lower here that we've just had. Well, actually, here's this. I was using this one. We've traded to the upper quadrant of this opening range gap. So if you now change to the 5-minute time frame, you know, I still want to see that inversion. So that's the get used as an inversion fair value gap. But we did get a 1-minute bullish BPR here. So we still haven't had. So if we create a BSI here, right, once price trades into this wick, that would be one's only chance to get long. This reason being is that, so after price, if it opened here and then this kind of traded down, then you get that nice fill at an OTE, area. But now this is opened. We've created a BSI here, and there's an inversion, and it's the middle candle which made the inversion. So this is likely to be a breakaway gap. So the only possible long area, so getting in the high end of that wick, and then not wanting to see this get filled. But yeah, so your stop loss would be at the low end of this if you wanted to get long. But my only thing about getting long now is that I'm trying to stick to MD24 Ultra, which means I'm using the 5-minute a lot more. So it's a 5-minute inversion. It's first a 5-minute SIB, then I wait for 1-minute close above the high to create a inversion, and then voila. I actually want to see like on TradingView. With that trade, I've actually made sense. Like the whole thing I was talking about of how you want to enter at the high end and your stop is at the low end of the gap because that shouldn't be filled. But then you really, bro, that's like a 20 pip, a 20-point trade. Like there's still this 8 a.m. hourly low. There's, the halfway point. Saw through niggas, shot 3 niggas, now it's -3 niggas. Yeah. I'm like, oh, Jay, with the glove. Ah, okay, so look at me. I know what I'm talking about, don't I, lads? Don't I? Then we make a propulsion block here. Then that should push price higher into that target. So if one did not want to close out their trade here because they want to be original gangsters, that becomes your break-even point. But this is a risky game to play because usually after this high gets taken, you might see just a sharp drop right back lower. So it would be risky to be like, okay, no, fuck it, I'm just gonna go break even here at this point, and then you allow the trade to just run forward. Break even, baby. Oh, do. So at one chosen to go break even. Zen und Ze. Sie would find that you are now. Zip, zip, zip. What the fuck is this tool? There was a measuring thing I was abusing just now on this whole fucking. Oh, it's a gang line. What the fuck am I gonna do with a gang line? A ruler line, yeah, that's what I was looking for. So that would have made one an extra 10 points. So you'd be up from the initial 10 point top 3R just by holding and going break even right here. So if one wanted to now push their luck, you say, okay, cool. Maybe because you've gone up to the upper quadrant of this opening range gap and the sell side is nicely rested here, uh, 10 a.m. might give you that lack of pump up that you want. But mind you, in terms of the 4 hour, sorry, it's not even the 4 hour I'm talking about. In terms of the weekly time frame, right? This is my drawn liquidity here. This 20,340 level. So yeah, the high on the deriv one is 20,354 on MT on trading view it's 340. So whatever made you loser. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. So at this point in time, right, if your trade is giving you as much as 3R, whereas your initial target was 2R, um, just say close 80%. That way you can claim 2.4R after it going to 3R because it's just 3R, 80% of that is 2.4 because it's 30 and 24%. I and 80% is 24. So, oh, oh shit. Yeah. So now you just kind of wait. Um, oh, fuck, man. I forgot about that 5 minute. Shit. Okay, wait. So technically, price is only closing past the 5 minute SIBI high right now, which is right here. So that means that an entry at that high, we say if you got in at the high end of that gap, stop loss is 12.67. But now we've also cleared the previous hourly high. Well, no, actually, no, I'm lying. We haven't. So you see how an entry from here, when I first started trading, I would look at an entry here, but I'd want my stop loss at this swing low. So only now, for example, would I be hitting a 1-to-1, which would always piss me off because then I'm like, oh, you see that this gap did not get filled. So just by the stop loss being here and even allowing for the spread, still 3R, can be achieved there. Shout three niggas, shout three niggas. I was negative three niggas. Yeah. I'm like, oh, Jay, with the glove. See, so now currently now that trade right there is running 3.74R versus if the stop loss was at that most recent low, I for fuck's sake. If it was at the most recent swing low, where price is currently now, that would have only been 1.5R. And if it was futures, I would have had the benefit of being up 4.5R. But so right there, that's your long again, the low end. Sorry, so the high end of that 5 minute inversion. Because also now you've now reclaimed that first presented fair value gap as an inversion fair value gap, and so your risk is from 177 to 164 is 13 points. If you allow for spread, just say 15 points, and you're looking for, uh, 206. So that's 30. It's about 1.5R. You really want to be. This is just it digging down really to just entice you longer, right there. That's where you get in. And watch this. Watch this low hold right here. Again, I would do it, but I lost the trade this morning, so I'm rather with the mindset of I can preserve my equity here. See, isn't it funny how it doesn't just trade these from a low of 66.30, right? It won't just go down to that 65.30. Why? It's almost like a fucking hack, isn't it? This is like finding aimbot, bro. So now imagine that, right? You're getting in at the halfway point of the gap. Whoever was lucky enough to get in at the low end of this gap with a stop loss right there, with adequate size on, just made on this entire pullback. You've just done yourself 2R, and then there your stops would have been run now. And watch the train sing it on. So my optimal trade right here would be, you know something like, just like I said, these smooth lows, if they can get cleared, and then yeah, we still haven't made that silver bullet trade yet. Oh, now we see. Now we see. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, hopefully the stove works tonight, because last night it kept tripping the fucking power. So if I can at least do that. I'ma hit that shit all night long. Uh, I feel for everyone who now saw this as, oh, now definitely moving lower, and it just, then you put your stops and it just fucks your stops. Then you want to buy up into this high right there, and you just see this pullback, and because you've got in with now way too much size, that that amount of heat has blown your account, because you're only seeing that now 194 run to 198, and you wanted to capitalize on because you knew it was going higher. Hey man, the things I used to do to myself in these markets were ridiculous. Oh, we're jamming, jamming. Oh, well, technically, can you consider this as a silver bullet here? Because like, it's such a small gap. I don't know. Like, does it seem like a significant enough gap to consider it as a silver bullet? I mean, fuck it, bro. Like, if it's the inefficiency there, my boat, because I don't want my boat to be rocked. Rock my boat, please. Don't you rock my boat. Now extend this. Alright, why did it move for yes, this fucking thing there. I'm not checking it. So now where's the wick? So now again, you gotta testify. Look at the consequent encroachment of it. You see there, there. Mind you now, we've just now reclaimed this 5 minute busy here. So if you were a rock star, you'd be looking for your OTE areas right now and being like, it gets down one more time down here in that position, you just have to smash it. Ish, the battery is fucking just chowing down on this thing. My boat. Did a and that's where you'd want to be biting in long if you wanted to buy, because you're seeing these big strong down close candles. So you'd really want to be bite just getting in as many as you can there at that 168 level. Come, I'll get a box out for the sake of it. So say if you wanted to go long, that would be a risk. Again, I'm not gonna take any live trades because I took mine earlier and lost money. So there, and then the profitable one, because I don't want my boat to get rocket. And then make this one green, and then update that. All right. Obviously, the a target would be, yeah, but I can't. I can't take it. I can't take the trade, mate. It's such a shame, there, mate. '47 more minutes. Then I've done my due diligence of showing up. Sometimes I'm going to show up and there'll be these screamers of trades. Other times there won't be. But damn, this would not be a nice risk to reward, eh? Cause shit. 'Cause I mean, like this, like you're entering with a 61 instead of like your optimal trade areas. So it's fine. Let's see what bring out this first presented fair value gap. I can just imagine all of the people who are just getting chopped in these markets right now. It's a nice part about having no risk on. Is you sit with peace. I haven't drank enough water today. Let me go. Don't you rock my boat. And that would have been stop loss. Completely just stop loss out of the trade. No, 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 no. I said, so lots to be out of this one. Okay. So let's just move the Bravo to the sidelines for now. Because I don't want my boat to be rocked. Oh no, but I wait, let me not mute this thing quickly. Don't you rock my boat, rock my boat. On wait, let me this is unmuted. On TradingView, now you see that it's now fucked anyone trying to go long here and said your mother's a whore, all right? And and what do we get here now? We've returned back into this opening range gap. There's now the 8 a.m. hourly low. Now, what is it going to do now? I don't know. I don't know, my friend. Please. Don't you rock my boat. Rock my boat. All right, we've now run that 8 a.m. hourly low. Rock my boat. So now we're getting very close to the opening range gap, consequent encroachment. Use. So this trade, all in all, the best it would have been able to do was 3.8 R before violently running to break even and killing all the niggas who tried to get low. All right, that's now the consequent encroachment of opening range gap that we trade to now. $35 more minutes, baby. See what the 5 minutes saying. Oh shit! Look at that. Fuck. It just flew into the sell side, eh? So that silver bullet IFEG here ended up working quite well in its favor. Right. Now the very, very clear draw on liquidity that we need, that prices has got to focus on now. Bless you with the blue. So first price opens up, trades to the 25, runs up higher, you know, and just sell model here. Chip. This girl loves food, bro. Jeez. Okay, new 30-minute candle. We've run these hourly lows that we were talking about. It's these lows here, which is great. I see this one potentially holding as a long-term low or as an intermediate term low. I don't know. And on the 5-minute, that's the only SIBI I see there. But we'll mark it now for the sake of it, in case price just decides to just go berserk and run up higher. This close is 125.05. This open is 125.30. So there's no volume imbalance. This close is 98.55. This open is 98.80. So there's no volume imbalance there either. So within the 1 minute now, it's made this bullish PPR here. As much as one would want to get long here. Um, now it's too many wicks involved with this candle. Although that's like damn near perfect, OTE areas. Would rather wait for the 5 minute to get up into this 5 minute gap and give me a cleaner buy model. But yeah, let's see if this 1 minute bullish PPR holds. It's a new candle now. 28 more minutes. Actually, wait. When was the last time I drank? I know that I know like Sean, also a tenant here. This water's warming up. Still cold as shit. He he gave me like I basically had like half a 750 on I think Monday night. Yeah, it had to have been Monday. Because then I remember Tuesday I wanted beer, but I didn't have money. Wednesday again, beer, no money. Thursday again, beer, no money. So it's like the fourth day now. Fuck, I can't lie. I wouldn't mind just getting fucking smashed. I'm not gonna do it. That would be the only. Now, if you wanted to go long there, you could. But my issue is that now I would expect this 30-minute candle to at least sweep this previous low, as well as like the 15-minute to at least sweep that low before then running up higher. I think the 5-minute as well can expect that. The 1 minute as well, yeah. Okay. So good choice, young blood. You learned. You don't got to go long every time, man. Shit, look at this whole fucking wick here. Damn. So you've got this 4 hour sell side at, one quadruple 980. Event one quadruple 980 is literally jingle bells, motherfuckers. Jingle bells. Jingle all the jolly fucking way. Close 53.30, opened 53.55, no gap. We're now looking this as a potential um, also use that as an inversion on the one. So it's Friday night. Now, here's my option, right? I can either go buy a beer. I can either go buy a beer or I don't know, like some like tomato or just I don't know groceries in general. Mm, very very difficult choice here. I mean, I could literally buy a 750. Take it right. If I can get my stash for like a 20, then I'm sorted for tomorrow as well. But like I did say that 10 days, well, it was meant to be 2 weeks before my birthday. I don't want to smoke. So on my birthday, I can just get fucking just as a kite, bro. So I need minimum make like 200 rand from like per day from tomorrow until my birthday. Only wanna fuck on the bitch. Is she yellow or not? She like kind of like a motherfucking cello with dirty soda. We no coaster. She do coke, no Coca Cola. Where she from? She say the coast. She get wetter than the bros. That little bitch gon' do the most. In that pussy, I'm a float. I'm go brag. I'm go boast. Keep the tags on my clothes. All I 2K shorty. It costs 2K shorty. Crack like Lupe shorty. Gonna Guadalupe shorty. Magamba sexual. All bunch of shorty. All in day one hook. One them is not your boys. Mhm. Spanish bitch is named Guadalupe. Now that fucking buy side on top there. I wouldn't mind getting long way down here, even on the 1 hour, right? And holding the weekend. And then you find it. Well, what do we say? A level on this one was, I think, 355 weekly. this this candlestick's high is 35480. So 35480. It's not gonna show here, but you can just mark it here, 35, right there. Spanish girl like Guadalupe Shorty. Because then this would be, if this was held until Monday, I would expect this, right? Trump goes a bit like, what's the word? He's going to, well, look, okay, look, wait. There's now all this shit happening with India and Pakistan, all right? So, be it if Trump, I don't know, backs off on a few tariffs, we see NASDAQ climb. I mean, from current to there, it's two, isn't it 3-5? I swear it's 354, dude. It's not fucking 254. This high is 354, you motherfucker. Shit, so I'm looking for a move way up here. So 300-point trade with 0.1 lots is perfect. But hold on. If this can be the gap right here, if this one can hold and form, wait, what's your close? 47.05. Your open is 47.05. Okay, thank fuck. All right. So there's no volume imbalance there. So if I got a buy model right there, no bullshit, I'm holding it. I'm holding it for the 300 points. Why does it keep going away, man? Fuck. All right, as long as this candlestick doesn't trade past this candlestick's high, we've got that 5-minute gap. We can watch this low. Please don't be exact lows. Oh, for fuck's sake. That now leaves room for it to fuck up any potential entries, because if I can get long here on that, then again, like I said, bro, 300 points. Well, okay, initially from the 5, yeah, I would, at the bare minimum, want to see that high get traded to. So I'd be up at least over $10. All right. It's fucking go time now, boys. It's go time. All right. There. Perfect. So that's the 5-minute SIBI. The most recent 1-minute low is this one, which is quite man, that is quite a distance away. Because if it closed there and fuck. See how like on trading view you can almost lock the damn drawings. I just want a swing low made on the 1 minute. Like, okay, let's just say this low is 37.55. This low is 78. So that's 22. That's 50-point difference if I had to put my stop loss at this low. So like I was saying, I would want a swing low formed somewhere here So it just pushed down a bit. Give me a swing low. So please trade past this low here. Come on, you bitch. Sure. Let's chug it. Woo! Yes, that can be my swing low. Perfect, 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 perfect. Und ja, if it works out, if the stop is like is say like 10 points, then I'm gonna put on 2. See, I just like, oh fuck. Okay, shit. All right, that's fine. I don't have enough. I don't have enough for one. I was about to be like, no ways, bro. Fuck this bitch. I get money on my last show. 12 minutes. Or again, even more ideal, we just keep pushing. Then maybe even we drop down way here, and then you just see it into the fucking clouds. Yo, so okay, okay. We are finally there. Welcome to the danger zone. I'm gonna need it to trade to the consequent encroachment of this gap. If it doesn't trade to this midway point, then I can't go long. But this, sorry, for the sake of the 5 minute, this will probably want to stay above the gap so you can make the inversion. Um, but yeah, just for the sake of me saying, my stops would be here. So from say about 13 and an entry there, that would, I'd feel okay with that risk. The danger zone. So once this high form, if you can just trade down, I'll even extend my fucking fib, bro. Right now, don't make a high. I mean, I fuck this thing. So see, is it gonna form a swing high there, or what's it gonna try and do here? Don Pedro. So the 50 is actually the low end of this gap. So, but because this middle candle here did make an inversion, would this now be like a breakaway gap? I don't know. I'm not buying that shit. Come back to this 5 minute, you bitch. You can always take this next high if it wants, but that's the level I'm looking at right there, just that low end. You fucking buy it there, son. Yeah. You're going to smash the buy button. Oh, okay. It's fine if it wants to make a new high. That's all right. It just makes the OTE point even better. All right, man. You take your time. I'm watching you. You know what? I think just because, okay, what would I enjoy more? A chocolate bar or a beer? Mind you, even if we take this high here out on the 1 minute, because of this swing low, if we take it, then I would actually be in the favor of then literally buying the low end of the gap, of this gap itself. And then, yeah, which would really like lower my stop by a lot. But I'm not in a rush, baby. I'm not gonna be tempted. Debutantes will be like, oh, but we made this inversion here, so let me just buy and accept the risk. Fuck that, dude. I'm not having a 50-point stop. That's insanity. I'd rather have a missed trade and a shitty one, bro. This gap on the consequent encroachment of it. So if I put that line there, that is my danger zone. I'll even mark it in fucking pink in hot. Well, that's more like a purple. Let's get more of a pink. I think that's more of a pink color. Yeah, boy. All right, all right. Come on now. Just snap lower. Just come on. Yeah. All right, all right. Screw it. Oh shit. Okay, so let me adjust my stop loss levels now. Obviously, if this chooses to blow, but that low technically should hold. I have all my faith in that stop loss. If that stop loss doesn't hold, then hey. So like we said, my take profit is a brave one, but it's the high end of this wick here. Leave it there. All right. Now I'll leave this. This is my first screenshot of it. Wait and see. I'm not expecting anything great, but you would just kind of expect the 5 minute to hold. I mean, again, if it's a stop loss hit, it's $2.30. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's a 5 minute model. It went before 11 o'clock. So the break even point for the 5 minute, I think, but that's a long fucking way for something to go before it goes to break even. So I think once we trade up into this 15 minute SIBI here, and then I'll I'll go. So the 15 minute SIBI is in like this 1 minute. Okay, it's fair. I'll go break even there. Currently up 10 points, 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 11 points, moving 12 points, moving 12, moving 13 points, moving 13 points, moving 12, 12 points, 15 points, 15, can I get 17, can I get 17, can I get 18, 18, 18, 18, can I get 20 points, can I get no, back down to 15, back down to 13, back down to 18, back down to 14, back down to... Those guys are always funny when they be talking. I remember like watching it in Yellowstone and they were just... That's a 20-point trade right there on a fucking futures thing. If I had 1 point was worth $5, that's $100, dude. I made $1.75. If I close this, I recover my 7% loss from earlier. Ha ha ha! I'm staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. All right, buddy. So 69 is going to be about 25 points till break even, which does work out to about 1.5R. That is going to be a all right. A all right. Let's see if we can't move this son of a bitch to here. All right, that's that. Jimmy. That. You must say you become a real cowboy. Hey, Jimmy. I see a fair value gap. What's this high is candlestick high is 43.55. This low is 44.05. So there's a small fair value gap that did form in here. And because the middle candle made an inversion fair value gap, once then these highs get taken out, in particular these ones, I can say with complete confidence that I wouldn't want this. Actually, well, because of the breakaway gap, also a new hour, and just avoiding a massive drop lower, I'm going to roll this stop here. Currently up over 10% on the account. $5.60 will be for more like $7 will be the daily profit target for the account. This trade is now break even. That's it. I'm not going to want to see it again, even just go past the low end of this inversion. It's already traded back down. We've made this bullish propulsion block. So in fact, this last up close candle here, its midway point is where price should. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Now I'm gonna play some music, bro. Fuck it. My new goals now is getting to a break-even point. And guess what, motherfucker? I got to the break-even point with this trade, bro. I could choose to close here. But I'm not. Oh my fuck. This is a 5 minute Sibi. All the lads can see there. That's the 5 minute. And then I noticed a small gap between these two candles, and the middle one made an inversion, which means that this is likely to be a breakaway. And because my entry is below the breakaway gap, which is why I moved my stop prematurely instead of waiting for these highs to get taken out. Because I saw it as if we come back out here and come dig around again down here, it's not the most ideal. I'm now up $3.28. I could close here. That is the 10%. That's more than 10%. But fuck it, boys. If this needs to be a stop lauschity louse, it's gonna be a stop lauschity louse. What is this high, by the way? This candlestick high is 53.55. Huh? 55. So on the 1 minute, telling me that no, that makes no damn sense, dude. See, it's why like, what is this candlestick's high? It's 70.80. This high is 69.80. Okay, yeah, so no. Still need to trade up into the 50 minute. In terms of the 1 hour, I'm extremely, I'm being extremely audacious here. Looking for this buy side, above there. It's going to be a full pull like trade. I do not have enough size to even consider taking partials here, but I am kind of scared of it like dumping back for my, you know, entry place. Like there it hits at 15 minute Sibi up $3.20, $3.45 even. Currently up a shitload, dude. I'm up in terms of points, like 30 points right here, man, which is fantastic, especially for Friday. But you know what this old cowboy is gonna do? This old cowboy is gonna sacrifice this, and obviously, like PM session might fuck me over, and it's gonna like bring price back down into these lows, especially because now this 1 hour created this sell side. But I guess 10 o'clock can usually be the low of the day, but now the high of the day is 1 o'clock here. So which is why I'm like 10 o'clock can be low of the day, but this 1 o'clock here. So if this is 11, 1 o'clock means 7 a.m. That's now the 7 a.m. pre-market buy side that's resting above there. Look, either it's going to be break even or it's going to be fucking 30 US dollars in my pocket, which is going to be 450 bucks sitting additionally in this trading account on Monday, which is going to be a massive fucking boost. Um, I can't take partials. I have the smallest size on. So, yeah, it is what it is. But it is showing quite a bit of weakness, I must say. And even this whole run higher is just pointing to a whole lot of, trend line, a trend line liquidity. Like I can imagine, there are quite a few Okies who are seeing this. The market might want to dump before continuing higher. I mean, I'm currently up $4. Serious. I think once I get to five, I really should consider closing because it's going to be real good for me in terms of increasing my account, um, by a fair few. Must I close at $5? I mean, it's already a decent risk to reward, bro. I'm up 50 points. Fuck that. I'm not a pussy, bro. Let's hold this bitch. All right, I'm gonna end the live stream here. See what happens during New York lunch. So from now, 11 o'clock to 11, we'll see what happens during the lunch hour as well. If I get to stop at break even, but I'm gonna move this slightly higher because I lost 30 cents on my last break even trade. I'm not losing fucking more. So I'll end the stream here and then chill for the next hour and a bit, and then you see what PM session does.